Hi everyone. Thank you so much for being here and for your presence in the next 30 minutes. And I'm really grateful to be able to present for you and have you listen. So my name is Rachel Raleigh, and what I want to share in the next 30 minutes we have together is a little bit about myself. Who am I? What do I do? And then I really want to share an experience with you. So my intent is to share an energy healing and clearing of your physical and energetic body, and also to then bring forward a transmission. And the intent behind that transmission is for more balance. So more balance in your body, in your emotions, in your life, and also in our world. So, from within, so without. So when we change how we are feeling from within, that's where we can then see the changes in our world. So a bit more about me. I'm Australian. I'm currently living on the east coast of Australia. And I'm actually at pretty much the most easterly point of this whole land. And I just want to start by really recognizing the ancestors who've lived on this land for hundreds of thousands of years or however long. And I'm really grateful to each of them for their presence on this land. And also to your ancestors and to my ancestors as well. And I think it's important to acknowledge that because when we acknowledge where we've come from, it's helped to create and mold who we are, and we can more clearly see, well, where do I want to be going from here? So what I'm really passionate about is energy healing and our world as an energetic nature. And really the connection to nature and to our spiritual selves, the creator to source energy. And so I actually was a research scientist. I worked in medical research. So I worked in cancer research at a cancer hospital and also for a biotechnology company for a number of years. And it was actually in 2016 that I left the science field. And one of the reasons I left is I got into science because I really wanted to help people. And I just realized the way the industry works, I wasn't directly doing that. But I absolutely love science. I love knowing how things work and how our world works and all those, that analytical mind of discovery. So I still really love that. But I really came back to who we all are at the core, right? But as a child, I was very connected to our energetic world and our spiritual nature. And it really was as I grew up, we are like probably a lot of you, right? If you're listening to this, you're probably similar in that there's something more than just our 3D world that we get to look at and experience. And so really it was as I grew up, I got disconnected and I forgot that part, and really I looked at only this 3D world we're in. But it was a rediscovery and a re-entering back into that knowledge and that wisdom in my 20s after I had a lot of health challenges, that I was able to just connect back to that. And so it was through those health challenges that I realized that, our current model of health, it doesn't really work that well. There's so much more deeper that we can heal through. And that is on the physical, the mental, the emotional, and the spiritual side. So I really love to look at how can we transform the energetics in ourselves. And that's what I bring forward in private appointments and through my healing is looking at the energetics. And so when we change the energetics within us and in our reality, that is when we really have true change, and we can change really rather rapidly and in the least possible, in the best possible way. So with ease and through grace. And so yeah, that is a little bit about me and what I'm passionate about. And so maybe we'll just get started into a bit of an experience. So my intention, like I said, is with your permission, I'd love to do a clearing of your body and your energy field, and I'll just see what is coming through in terms of that. But yeah, I'd ask you to, if you're well open to that, just agree with that, and those energies will flow. There's nothing you need to do. We don't need to overthink things. We can just allow the energies to flow for your highest and greatest good, and the highest and greatest good of all. So that's my intent for that. And so yeah, I'd ask you, if you want to close your eyes and get comfortable, you can do that now. And yeah, maybe let's start with just noticing, how are you feeling within your body? Like, what are you feeling? Because often we don't stop and just actually notice, like, what's happening in my body? How am I feeling? So physically, are you noticing any little niggling or any little niggles of pain or tightness? What's actually coming up for you around that? And then also, how about emotionally? Like, what emotions are you feeling? Maybe you're feeling a little bit of frustration, or maybe you're feeling a bit of uncertainty, like, oh, I'm not sure what this is. And what thoughts are coming up? What mental things are coming up? So, what words and beliefs are coming up? Now, that's the difference between the mental and the emotional. The emotions are what we're feeling, and the mental is our thoughts and our belief systems, our beliefs. So just noticing how you're feeling around that, and just remembering that, and then you can check in later. How am I feeling? So I'd ask you just to take a few slow breaths in and out, just calming your body. And when we breathe slowly, it's actually communicating to our body that we're safe and that everything's okay. We're in a safe space, and we can start to slow our body systems down. And when we slow down, it actually gives our body more space for healing and more space to recognize where we are, like what's happening, like how am I feeling, and what is actually going on. And it's from that space that we have the ability to just recognize it and then make the right choices. So now I'm just going to intend, and again with your permission, that we just clear the space that's all around us. And we're all in different places, we're all listening online. So just clearing the energy in your space that you're currently in. Just anything that doesn't serve you, doesn't serve the greatest good of all, just leave now. Doesn't need to be here. Don't need to be connected to that. So just clearing that so we have a clear space. If you like, you can call in your guides or who you work with. Just calling that in. So now just allow the energy to start flowing. And you might feel something flowing, or feelings, tinglings, warmth, different things in your body. or you might feel nothing at all. And both of those are perfect. And so, firstly, just calling in an energy into our heart center, into our heart space. So, allowing that energy to enter into our heart center, the center of our body, and to just clear anything that doesn't serve us. So, what don't we need anymore that is in that space? Just allowing that to be released, allowing us to open up our heart more, firstly to ourselves and to others as well. The energy is flowing up into our shoulders as well, releasing any energies in our shoulders and our neck, up the back of the head, up to the crown, and opening our crown, opening up to our own divine wisdom. Because when we listen to our own divine wisdom, when we are connected to our own connection, we can make the decisions that are really the best for us. And you can take and listen to the advice of another, but when we are tuned into ourselves and our own divine wisdom, we'll make the right decision for us. So the energy is flowing down now through the center of your body, down into the throat area, clearing the throat and the higher heart, the thymus area, just making sure we are speaking and communicating from a place of love, from a place of openness. Energy is now moving down into our hands. May we create through the divine source, through love. May we create with love what we need to create in our life. And now the energy is just through the whole front of our body, just opening up to our true potential, who we are. Just allowing that energy to flow. That energy is flowing now down into the bottom of our torso, the bottom of our core body, down into the root chakra and our lower back and our lower hip area. And then I see the energy flowing back up through the spine. And really this is looking at the Kundalini energy, the energy from our root chakra up into our body. May that energy flow freely, clearing the energy channels, the meridians in our physical body. Just allowing that energy to continue to flow. I see that energy on our lower backs, clearing our lower back area, clearing all the organs that we have around there, around our gut and our stomach area, our liver. Just releasing anything and the physical toxins we have in our body as well. We live in a world that is full of chemicals in our food, our air, our water, and sometimes these chemicals might not serve us. So we have an amazing body system that can clear our bodies out. Sometimes we just need a bit of help to help our bodies to keep clearing it. And also I employ you with energy, any energy work you do, to just ensure in the next couple of days you're drinking lots of water to help to also physically clear out anything coming up to be released now on the emotional, mental and physical level as well as spiritual. So I see now that energy is flowing up into the head area, into the third eye and forehead area, just opening ourselves up for our highest good to new ideas, new potentials. What can I create for myself? For each of you, you're thinking that, what can I create? What do I need to create? Can I think differently to do something different to be creating now What do I need to be creating? I'm seeing that energy flow into our jaws, into our teeth, our tongues, our mouth. So may we speak and create from really a place of compassion, a place of love, a place of openness, to create for our highest good. I see that energy now moving up back into our forehead, connecting our third eye with our crown, with the higher chakras, those higher energy centers that connect us to spiritual wisdom for our good, connecting up that we may each have a clear channel to be acting for our highest good from the divine to help others and help ourselves. The energy is just now flowing back into the heart chakra, back out through the hands, and really may we create in our lives from truly a place of love. Now just starting to just be conscious of your breath, conscious of your breathing, starting to come back to the awareness of you here in this physical place. Just notice how you're feeling now. How is your body feeling? And before you took a notice of your physical, emotional, mental self, and how are you feeling now? Like, what are you feeling in your physical body? Are you feeling lighter, or maybe you're feeling the same? Maybe you're feeling more open, more peace. I'd love to hear what you're feeling. But also, are you emotionally and mentally? Maybe a little bit of that mind chatter has slowed down. And just taking another moment just to feel how you're feeling. And then when you're ready, you can open up your eyes and just coming back present, moving your body a little bit maybe. So that was a really short example of how I love to bring energy to transform. Like I said, that energy flowing is transforming our physical body, our emotional body, and our mental and spiritual body. It works upon all those layers. I actually have studied many different types of energy healing. I love it. I love learning. So I think I've studied, over 20 different energy healing modalities now. But really what I work with as my strength is I connect to nature, to Gaia, to the earth, to the elementals, to our beautiful trees and the animals, and also to our galactic family and our spiritual family that is in the non-physical world, right? The world we don't see, and bring forth that innate wisdom from a healing wisdom from my soul, from my ancestry, but also from my soul, what I know. And that's the healing that I really use and bring forward. And so what you experienced just now was a little bit of an example of that. And I love to do private appointments with people that really can focus on exactly what they're looking to shift in their life. So it might be a physical thing, or it might be emotional, mental, I'm also a holistic counselor. While I was still in science, I did go back and study holistic counseling, and I love to look at emotions for how we the emotions and belief systems we have. What are our beliefs that are creating our world? So everything starts from within. All the experiences we have outside of us start from within. And so when we change that, that is when we get the change in our outer world. So that's what I love doing with people with private appointments. And so now is what I really want to do with the remaining time we have together. I'm just checking the time. So what I want to do with the remaining time that we do have together is that I would really love to bring forward a transmission. So this transmission will be light language and sound. And I want to bring this forward as well as also a visual. Right, so if you're watching the video, you can keep your eyes open for this and watch the visual movement that will be on screen. And that is the full transmission. If you're listening to the audio only, don't worry, the full transmission will come through to you. That is my intent, and that is what I have created for you. But you might want to go out and actually seek the video. If you can, I think it will be on YouTube. It will be, I'll aim to put it up on my website after the screening as well. But you might be able to find that and look at the visual component. But if not, that is perfectly fine too, and you will get the full transmission. So yeah, I just welcome you to relax into this, and with light language and with sound, we don't need to overthink things. We often want to work things out with our mental mind, but what really to transform in our world, in our life, is to go back to the heart and how do I feel? How is this making me feel? And that is the true guidance. How am I feeling? That's the true guidance as to what is this? Like, is this good for me? Is this the path I want to go down? That internal guidance, how it makes you feel, really will tell you if that's right for you or not. So yeah, I just ask you, I welcome you to relax into this and enjoy this transmission. And like I said, really my intent behind this transmission is really about balance. So the balance within us, the balance of the divine feminine and the divine masculine energies. We each within us, no matter what sex we are, have both the masculine and the feminine in us. And when we can work through the balance of both of these powerful energies, both are so powerful, then when we have that in balance, we can be in our own personal power to be able to call forth the masculine, call forth the feminine when we need it within us in different moments and in different parts of our lives, in different tasks. Also, balance of more peace, right? Balance of more love. If we want to see peace in our external world, we need to have peace within us. And if we want to see love or freedom within our external world, we need to have that within us. So that is part of the transmission that I'll be doing now. And we'll just see what comes through, and you can see what things are coming up for you as this transmission takes place. So I hope you enjoy it. Ika ino shao, asa ana okinao ma'a. Ishino u a ana ao. Pesta akana u shina akao. Ino sa anao ma'akino eka ane una shina. Mana huna. Ika ino shao, asa ana okinao ma'a. Ishino u a ana ao. Pesta akana u shina akao. Ino sa anao ma'akino eka ane una shina. Mana huna. Ika ine 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 una Au. Au. Ika enusama anashe eno o ika anaheo esta akanahana irama ashino ona. Nestero hono menesta eka anesmaho iaina muso an china akanu ianahao mahasana au no ho neonana. With love and gratitude, thank you for your presence. We are so grateful you're here. So now just coming back present. And yeah, I just want to thank you so much for listening to my presentation and for being here with me. I really am so grateful. And yeah, I'd love to hear in the comments, how you found this. And you're also welcome to email me and let me know how you found the presentation. I'd love to hear from you by email. And so I'm going to put up on the screen my information. So my website is rachelralli.com. So RACHAELRALLI.com. And you can email me at hello@rachelralli.com. So like I said, I'd love you to email me and let me know what you thought of this presentation. And of course, I'd love you to check out my website, check out some of my offerings, what I offer. If you feel inspired, I do offer private appointments. I have some free offerings on my website as well, so I welcome you to go check those out. And I have some other offerings on my website as well. So I welcome you to check that out if you felt it resonated with you. And either way, I'm just so grateful for your presence and grateful for you as a being that is here on this planet at this time. It's such a powerful time, and it certainly occasionally feels really challenging. We are being asked to step up into something greater, and with that can bring challenges in our life and in our external world. So I'm just so grateful to you, and I hope you just enjoy the rest of this conference, the rest of these discussions. It's so powerful, and there's so many amazing people offering such really incredible things. So enjoy the rest of this conference, and I'm just, eternally grateful, and I hope you go forward and really allow yourself to come into your own personal power and find that inner peace for your life moving forward. So thank you so much.